bitches! Welcome back to Causing Chaos.
You're here with Emma
and Ebony. We're here to cause chaos,
spill the tea,
and tell you stories
we shouldn't be telling.
And get drunk! We're actually getting drunk today.
We're already drunk.
We're already drunk, yeah.
So basically, right, I usually drive us here, or we both drive here, whatever. And we've decided, I've left my car at work today. Everybody's left their car at home, and we've decided
my car
gym.
is due an MOT, so I can't drive it.
I know, and I'm not driving this because I need to get drunk.
Yeah, we need to get. I don't know why we made this rush decision that we were going to get drunk tonight.
But it's time.
Yes, because we're never drunk. So
I'm
we
actually a wee bit drunk already.
Same. Actually, we were drinking in the car on the way here,
listening to music,
and we were
like our cars.
Not our cars. We got a lift. So Emma, what have you been up to?
Slaying,
is that it?
No, I've actually not. I have been pretty much not doing much, but I was drunk at the weekend.
So was I. Yeah. So we went on a content date, and then I was like, I'm going out tonight apparently. Like I didn't want to go out, but then I was like, I'm going out tonight. So we started playing bouncy tunes. Emma went, we're going out then. You got drunk and I got drunk. Remember,
you know what?
I was texting you?
No.
I texted him. I was like, miss you, really want to kiss you.
She texted me, I miss you, really want to kiss you. I was like, jealous, miss you, so sad I can't kiss you.
Don't be kissing any other girls.
Don't be kissing any other girls. She's like,
too late.
Too late. And I said, angry faces. She was like, I was thinking of you when I was doing it. I was like, oh,
that's so funny.
Enjoying that. No, I'm kidding on, but no, well, that did actually happen. No, it did. I woke up and was like, oh. About like us living our life, slaying the game.
Yes.
Today's episode is actually about boundaries.
Yeah.
Because like, we need to talk about it.
Yeah. We have a very different opinions on boundaries, I'd say, and some not.
Some aspects and some not.
Yeah.
But I was talking to my last girl, she was like talking about boundaries and that, and I was like, do you know what? That would be a great episode because everyone has different boundaries.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people that watch this might be like, my boyfriend's never doing this, and then we're like, my boyfriend can do that.
It's so thingy because like I've spoke about it before, like on TikTok, and like people have messaged me, and like honestly, like the younger generation, like 13, 14, even up to like 18, even people our age or my age and your age, forget we're different ages, like say like in specific situations, like they don't know what to do. They don't think they can put boundaries out there, and I'm like, you can. Like, if you don't want your boyfriend doing that, then you fucking say that.
Yeah,
that's
and like people worry about seeming like a psycho. I feel like you felt that at some point.
Yeah,
like,
I have.
I don't want to seem like a psycho, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
especially in the beginning, like me and my boyfriend's only been together for a year, and I was like, I don't want to be like, by the way, here's the whole fucking list of my boundaries.
Oh, I do. I think I've learned though to be like that.
I feel like I would like kind of sneakily put them in there and see what his opinion is to see if they match mine, and then if they don't, I'd probably back off.
Yeah, do you feel like any of your boundaries are toxic?
Yeah,
probably. Mine used to be. Mine really used
to be.
I feel like I've really relaxed in the last year because my boundaries used to be like, if you're going out with your friends, invite me. What? Like,
no, that's still mine.
Oh,
I'm out with my boyfriend's pals 24/7.
Yeah, because I had toxic relationships.
He's never not, like, we go out together, me and you, and he's not invited. But I go out with his pals 24/7.
So what if he was like, oh, but then
see, to be fair,
friends, so.
Yeah, sometimes if I can't be arsed, but I always get an invite. They always ask me. If he doesn't ask me, his pals ask me. No, but like, why would he want to come on a girl's fucking content day?
Why would you want to go on a guy's?
But they're not having a content day, like just out a drive.
No, what if we just go out and drink? Would you invite him?
If you're inviting Kieran.
But I wouldn't be.
Well, if it was just, no, probably not. Why would he want to come and sit with us?
I know.
But I mean, why would I want to go sit with him? God knows,
on.
Actually. I don't know, I just never I do invite him out. Like, see if we, like, obviously I planned Halloween's night out for Johnny's birthday, and I invited everyone. I was like, boys and girls, like, we can all go out. It's Halloween / Johnny's birthday. Like,
yeah, fair.
But I don't know, I just wouldn't invite him.
So like, what's like your toxic boundaries? I think that one was mine, but now he can go out with his friends whenever he wants. I don't care.
No, he can go out with his friends as well. I do not expect an invite, but they invite me.
Maybe the reason I'm like, he can go out with his friends whenever he wants is because he doesn't really go out with his friends. So maybe I'm like, it's fine, do it. Because
you don't. Yeah.
But maybe if he does all the time, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, that's kind of. I think it's because me and Billy like obviously live together. I don't see you every single week. The boys are out every single week, like maybe more than once a week. So they're like, oh, Ebony, come.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, it's alright, I'm coming.
Yeah, and especially if the other girlfriends are there, or there's going to be other girls there.
Well, to be honest, like, they were all single, and it was just Bailey, so it would just be me and the boys.
See, that was like my past relationships. Like, I've had that.
But I don't mind that. Like, I don't mind just being out with
I
all
used to
guys.
quite like that.
It's actually not as bad. Like,
I know. I used to kind of like it.
I don't think that's that toxic, to be honest.
Nah. Well, I don't either. What about, like, do you have any boundaries that, say if you were getting into a relationship, like, what's your, like, 3 most, like, you're not doing this type of thing?
Girl best friends I don't agree with. I don't care what anyone fucking says. You're insecure, you're this, and I do not give a fuck what you think I am. Maybe I am insecure, maybe I am all the things you think. I don't care. There's no point in telling me. I don't want my boyfriend to have a girl best friend. Yeah. I don't care if you've known her since you were in nappies. I don't care. I do not give a fuck. No girl best friends.
Okay, so that's like your main
That
rule.
is the top number 1. You got a girl best friend, you're cut fucking off.
Okay, yeah. I would say yeah. Same. I seen somebody say on our Instagram, like our Cause and Chaos podcast Instagram, like, how would you feel if they've had them like since they were younger, and like, would you kind of be like, yeah, like, okay, that's fair, nothing's happened up to this point, so obviously you just don't have attraction to each other?
No.
Because
see,
we've been the girl best friends.
The thing is, I
why?
had known this boy since nursery, right, and I've got a really bad past with him that I wouldn't talk about. It's very traumatic, right? But we were best friends since nursery, or I don't even know, maybe younger than that. And I broke up with my boyfriend, and I was like, oh, YOLO, and then I started kissing him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it happens. Like, I was like, oh, well, you're the first guy that I'm close to. Like, I'm gonna
This is the issue, right? This is the issue. I feel like it's like when you're going through a hard time, like, you lean on this person, and when somebody comforts you, it is really, really highly like a thing that you probably will find them attractive for that moment of time, even if it, like, because I went through a traumatic experience, right? You know that, right? Yeah. And like, I leaned on, like, say, their best friend for that, because like they were the closest person to me, and then we ended up forming a connection, and people thought that was disrespectful, but it's just because when you're going through a traumatic time, right,
you cling to
even
the people
somebody that you aren't attracted to, like, say you're really not attracted to them the full fucking 6 years you've known them, and then they're there for you and they comfort you in times of need. Sometimes you find them attractive and things can happen. So that's happened to me. So that's why I'm like, if me and you argue, you've got a girl best friend, and you lean on them and they then comfort you, then things could happen. Yeah. Because it just happens. Like, even though you have nothing in your mind, like, because that's happened to me, I've had nothing in my mind towards, say, this one guy, right, that I knew. Something traumatic happens to me. For 6 years I've known this guy, I've been like, ugh. Like, no.
Never.
Like, never even a thought. Like, even if I even tried, I'd be like, sick. Like, you're just a pal.
Yep.
But because that traumatic experience happened to me, then when he's there, like, I'm going to look out for you, like, you are my friend, then you actually feel a bit of comfort, and you feel like they're actually really helpful, and then you start to find this, like,
that gets you attracted. That's what makes them attractive.
So, if me and my boyfriend argue and he leans on his girl best friend, then it could happen. Yep,
that's
if you've
why.
Had nothing.
Like, we've been in the positions where it's like that. He was like, as soon as you get this taxi, I'm going to fucking kiss you, blah blah. And I was like, yes, like, buzzing.
He
is absolutely stinking to me. Like, obviously anyone else, I hate him though. He's actually a really horrible, evil fucking bastard, right? But obviously before that I was really close to him, and like, I would never go near him, but obviously, like, I was heartbroken, and then it happened.
When you're younger, you're heartbroken, you lean on people, and sometimes the people you lean on, like, you can form a connection with, and so it can happen.
Girl best friends are a no-go for me. Number 1, would you say that's probably your number 1 too?
Yeah, to be honest, like, I used to have a lot of, like, really strict rules. Like, say, because I was in toxic relationships, I used to be like, you're not going to a club without me. Like, me and Kieran were like, we're not going to clubs without each other. But see, now I would happily let Kieran go to a club, and it's really weird how that has changed for me.
I feel like my first relationship, I didn't obviously know what boundaries were, because we started dating when we were 15 until I was 18. So, like, for that full 3 years, I didn't know what boundaries were, right, at all. He had loads of girl best friends. He cheated on me in the beginning. I stayed with him. Don't know why I'd done that. And, like, he would message people, and then the girl that he was always speaking to on Snapchat, that they went to school together, someone was like, oh, he's kissed her. Like, I was like, no way to prove it, nothing. I had no boundaries. I just didn't care. And then when I got into my next relationship, I was like, obviously self-improved and I was a lot older, I realised, no, I actually can say if I don't like something.
Yeah.
And that's disrespectful to me, so don't fucking do it.
Yeah, and I said that in the first episode when I first went to Kieran. I was like, do you have any exes that will pop up? Do you talk to any girls? Do you do this? Do you do this? Do you do this? So then I knew, like, if any of that happens, like, you've crossed my boundary because I've said, I don't want to be with you if you do this stuff.
Yep.
And then that's disrespect to me. And I wouldn't have been with him if, like, he said, no, there's no exes that can pop up, and then suddenly I found a message in his ex, oh, sorry, we're just friends. No, because you told me at the beginning, yous weren't. That's why, guys, honestly, right, I will tell you a top tip. If you're getting into a new relationship, set your boundaries out. Don't seem like a fucking idiot, right? Because see, if you set boundaries and then you let them go, people are going to take the piss.
They do. They honestly do. Like,
see, if you go, don't get a girl best friend, I've got a girl best friend, you go, oh, that's fine. Like, then you're gone. You're a goner. Yeah. It's downhill for there.
And don't just, like, accept certain things because you want to stay with that person. Honestly, if you're just staying with them and they're disrespecting you, you're worth more than that. Get them to fuck.
Literally.
Honestly, like, I used to do it. I'd be like, oh, that's fine. It doesn't matter. Like, it's fine. No, it's fucking no fine.
Yeah. I think it's a lot of self-worth that comes into that. Because I've got such a high sense of self, right?
Same
like,
now,
it's
but
really, really strong. Yeah, you actually do. But, like, it's really strong in the sense that, like, it's actually mental, right? But it's only developed, like, since I was, like, 19, whatever, and things happen. But if somebody even dared, like, say Kieran turned around to me and he was like, sorry, I've been messaging this girl, like, but I really love you. Fuck off.
Get to fuck.
Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no fucking way that, because I love myself that much. Not that I'm like, I love myself, I'm better, but I'm like, the dishes that, like, if somebody did something to me, I would never like them in the same way. I had a friend like that as well. She did one thing to me and I've never spoke to her properly since. Like, I've literally been, like, cut her off. And it's just one of the things I'm just like, why would I actually waste myself? Like, why would I waste my life? Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
No, see, like, I feel like mine came from when I was younger. So, like, my dad left me. No, try to get deep, guys, but my dad
it's
was
a
like...
drink, guys.
It's a drink. No, my dad left me, and then, like, there was, like, loads of issues, like, with my family. I became very, very independent from probably, like, when I was, like, 4 or 5 years old. And then, obviously, I got into really bad relationships, people that was like my dad, and then I was like, no. So now I'm just like... I've been doing everything by myself my entire life. Every single thing that I own, obviously, like, shit things that we different things, but like my car, my houses that I've had, everything that I've ever got myself, like my jobs, everything, it's came from me. Like, I don't need someone that's going to be cheating on me.
No.
I can go and live my life. I'll adopt. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'll live myself on a fucking island. I do not care. Do you know that's the so when we talk about self-worth, that's what I'm meaning. I don't mean, oh my god, I'm so fucking gorgeous. No, I mean, like, I don't need you if you're going to be shit.
And do you want to know what this is giving right now because we're drunk? Girl toilet talk.
It is actually. Babe, you don't fucking need him.
You don't fucking need him.
Literally.
No, but for real, like, guys, honestly, like, you need to actually realise that you do not need anyone. And until you actually realise that, like, I was I would admit, I've been highly dependent on men, like, until about a year and a half ago when me and Kieran broke up. Like, I genuinely, like, so my first relationship, right, toxic as fuck, right, fighting, arguing, whatever, blah, 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 and I was highly like, why are you not here every time? Second relationship, absolutely adored the person, but then it's like I was again like I wanted to do everything for them. I lived for them. It was never for me. I never thought, oh, I want to do this. I thought, what would they want me to do?
Yeah.
And then the third relationship, when I got in with Kieran, it was the only healthy relationship I'd had. He bought me things, and I was like, I don't know how to react to this. He would go out with his friends, but all my other exes would not go out without me. And I thought, why does this boy, like, not love me? That's what I thought, because I thought, like, why does he want to spend time with other people? But it's just because all my other ones were toxic. We're like, you're not allowed out without me. But then I was like, Kieran, why do you want to go out with your friends without me? And I just couldn't comprehend it. But that is healthy. But, like, I just couldn't comprehend it. Like, I didn't want to go out with my friends without Kieran. But then now I couldn't, like, I would fucking die to go out with all of you. Like, I love it. Like, I don't want Kieran to be there all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I want my girl time. I want my friends time. And now I've learned that, how to be healthy. But like, it is such a switch. But yeah, like, when I started going out with Kieran, I was so toxic, and I used to feel deeply. I was one of the, like, I think I looked into it, and it's called anxious attachment style, and it's like, Honestly, guys, you should go on a quiz and look up what attachment style you are and let us know in the comments what you are, whether you're anxious or avoidant.
I'm going to do this after this. I want to know.
Because you're either anxious or avoidant, right? So it's like, Kieran, like, you can't really work. So if you're separate, and that's what me and Kieran were, I was anxious attachment, he was avoidant. So it's like, if you get into an argument, I was like, I want to talk about it, like, please talk about it, like, and you think, oh no, this is the end of the world. Whereas the avoidance, like, I'm not talking about this, and it would cut it off. Like, I need to hide for these argument type of things. I don't want to talk about the arguments and kind of wait.
Oh, I think I'm both.
Yeah.
Can you be both?
I think so,
because I used to be like trying to talk to them, but then if they were the
avoidant,
yeah, then I would be avoidant, because there's no point in trying to have a conversation with somebody that does they want to fucking
I'm quite like that, because like Kieran would be like, nah, I'm cutting us off, and then I'd be like, but I need to talk about it, and he would be like, nah, like, I'm not talking about this, really... and that's why we clashed, and that's why we broke up, and then we got back together. Now he's like, okay, let's talk about it, and we worked on that. But like at that time it was like, no, like, and I couldn't deal with that. Would you say, like, when you get into an argument, are you like, Bailey, please let us sort this, or are you kind of like, fuck
I'm
off,
more like,
I'm not talking about
keep
this?
things going. I keep thinking, like, I'm like, we need to talk about it, and then I keep it going, because in my head it's not fixed.
But that is me. That was me. Now I don't give a fuck, right? Because after me and like Kieran broke up, I'm like, do you know what? I'm not even going to waste my time type of thing. I don't argue about things that are actually that deep. Me and Kieran don't argue anymore.
Neither. We don't argue. Well, we'll argue about
like,
stupid shit, but
we both know each other's boundaries.
Yeah, that's the same as me and Bailey.
Yeah, like,
and they're very, very similar.
Yeah, like, what are you just going? Me and Kieran's are. It's like, what are we going to argue about? We're not doing anything wrong to each other. The only things we do wrong are probably like interrupt each other or fucking shit like that. Like, and it's like back and forth, but we don't actually really we would never disrespect each other.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
That's the exact same.
So I feel like you learn boundaries throughout a relationship, but at the same time, if you are in a relationship and, like, say you say, I don't want you to message other girls, and he's messaging other girls, and you find out, and then he's like, oh, sorry babe, like, I'm so sorry, and then he does it again. There's once is a mistake, but twice.
Yeah, and sometimes as well, like, I feel like obviously being in different relationships, you've realised what you accept and what you don't accept. So, like, if you've not made your boundaries clear, they're not going to know.
Yeah.
So if he does it once, then you've not set the boundaries, so obviously you need to set it, and then if he does it again, it's just disrespectful. He obviously knows that that's your boundaries, and he quite frankly doesn't fucking
he doesn't care, and then if he does it a third, fourth, fifth, and then he's like, oh, sorry baby. No, you're not sorry.
Yeah. Literally.
I can't deal with it. And do you want to know the one thing? Like, I know somebody, and they said to me, like, I just kind of, like, when they were getting into a relationship, I just kind of want to see what he does. Like, I don't want to set boundaries, because then I'm teaching him how to be.
Yep.
Why should I tell him how to be? He should just be that way. But men, I'm sorry men, right? But yous are, like, yous need a leash.
They do. They don't know. You actually need to tell them.
You need to train your man.
You do.
And I'm sorry if yous are all going to fucking slag.
No, but it's true, because I remember I was on holiday and I was on live, and me and my boyfriend had just started going. I think we were been together for 2 months, and he was like, we were talking about something on live or something, and then he was like, I've never bought a girl flippers. And I was like, you're telling me you went with your ex-girlfriend for 2 years and you never bought her flippers, right? Keep in mind, my ex used to buy me weekly flippers, right? And I think it was like every Wednesday or every Sunday or something, he'd buy me a bunch of flowers, right? And
no, not all.
And like, when obviously my boyfriend said that, I was like really, really shocked. I was like, what the fuck? We ended up arguing about it. So I was like, what the fuck? I knew he buys me flowers every week without me even telling him that my ex done it or nothing. Like, I didn't have to say, oh, by the way.
Exactly.
Like, he just done it because he knew that's something I liked.
Yeah. And
like, you need to tell them.
You need to tell them. And like, so my friend was like, I don't want to set boundaries, I just want to see how he acts. And I'm like, men are like dogs. Not in a bad way, but they are. You need to train them. If you just say, do what you want, babe, they're going to do what you want.
Yeah, they will do what they fucking want.
They will shag.
They will cheat on you with every moving thing.
Exactly. But if you say, babe, I don't like when you do this, they won't do it. But if they do it,
then they don't love you.
Exactly. So you need to just fucking, like, train them.
You do.
Like, honestly. Okay, talking about boundaries and like what boundaries we have, what boundaries we don't have. What about your boyfriend watching porn?
This is one me and Bailey's actually not discussed, I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't actually think we've discussed
I was going to ask
this.
Bailey earlier. But I forgot.
I don't think we've actually spoke about it, but like, we live together, so I don't think he's obviously got time. I feel like if I seen it on his phone, I would be a bit weirded out. I've always said no to it, really. It's
the fact he's lived together.
Yeah.
That's different.
If we didn't live together, like, I don't know if maybe I would mind it. I don't know.
Okay, this is my thing. if I found on my boyfriend's phone, brunette, small titty, small bunda girl, I'd be like, babe.
I'm the opposite.
I'm the opposite. But see if I found blonde, like the
juicy boobies, big fat, juicy ass.
Is that what you think I've got? Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Good one.
So you would be like, oh,
I'd
that's
like,
fine.
fair.
Nah.
I'm not sending you the nudes, so do it. So I would say at the beginning, I used to say to Kieran, like, you're not watching porn, like, don't watch it, like, why would you get off to other girls, blah, 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 blah. And now, I think I'm like, do you know what, right? If you're at home, he does, like, obviously have videos of me, but if I was like, if you're at home, you're bored, like, he's a guy.
I don't think that it's weird, right?
And I
Because
think I'm
with porn,
restricting my man from doing something that a lot of men do. And do you know what? It's just a thing. Like, you're going to...
see, the thing is, I feel like they do it right. Guys don't, like, obviously whatever video they're watching after and say they go to work the next day, not thinking about that petite brunette girl on their way to work. They don't care. They forgot about it.
Yeah.
It was just in that moment.
It's just like a wee post-mark clarity moment.
Yeah.
Like, something... Oh, my God. Have you ever watched porn? You've watched it and then you've, like, came up with it and you're like, oh... and click off it, you're like, ugh. Like,
no.
Why am I watching that?
Oh, yeah, hundreds of times.
The browser get that way. Like, I don't even want to be on secret. Yeah, but I think a lot of girls don't want their boyfriend to watch porn. I actually asked on our Instagram, and 64% said absolutely not.
Really?
36% said obviously. Like, they would let their boyfriend watch. Obviously. That was 116 people that said absolutely not. Guys, follow our Instagram if you don't, Causing Chaos Podcast, because we ask polls, questions, like, stuff like that.
To do with our episodes.
But, yeah, like, 64. I think that's what I said. I'm a bit drunk.
Yeah, I'd probably say I'm with them to an extent, yeah.
Yeah, see, I was, but now I'm like...
If I didn't live with my boyfriend, then maybe I would
see,
mind.
if I lived with Kieran and he was watching porn, I'd
that's
be
weird, I think.
fuming. See, that's why... Like, you're like, I know, because I would be fucking raging. But see, I just know for a fact, like, men, like, they'll say, oh, I don't watch it, babe. But see, if you're horny, right, and guys are such visual people, right, we're such imagination, like, we need a scenario, like, oh, this pure seductive time, blah, blah, blah. But men are, like, very visual, like, oh, see tits, I come.
Aye,
do you know what I mean?
straight away.
So, guys need porn. Not, like, you don't need porn, like, go watch a video with your girlfriend, but... they're very visual. They need it there and then, like, so I do think that I wouldn't really mind. If it was an addiction, I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, addictions are really...
But see, if you were just horny one night and I wasn't there, I was out with my pals, just fucking watch it, I don't care.
Yeah, same.
Do you know what I mean?
Please just hide it though, because if I see it, I probably will make a big fucking deal out of it.
Yeah, I'll probably get insecure.
Yeah, same. I'll watch a whole video that you're watching.
What about, though, OnlyFans? Would you let your boyfriend subscribe to a girl's OnlyFans?
Absolutely fucking not. No, that's fucking cheating. That is cheating.
I think that's cheating.
Like, that is absolutely disgusting.
You obviously fancy her enough to want to pay for her puss.
Yeah, literally. I have had so many girls on Instagram message me and be like, I think my boyfriend's subbed to Euro F, can you please remove him? And I am on that shit. I'm going through every single name that he could be in, looking every single, like, his birthday number, anything he could have his username in to block him. Because if that was my boyfriend, I'd fucking hate it. And I do not want other girls to be like, oh my God, like, comparing herself to me.
Insecure, yeah. Mm-mm. I've got a really good question. I think it's going to address the haters.
Okay.
Do you think you doing OnlyFans is cheating? By the way, everybody has an OnlyFans, go subscribe.
Love yous. Honest, when I first got my wife, I was speaking to this guy, and this guy said, like, actually, I was already doing it, or something similar, another site, and he was like, what do you post? I told him, and then he was like, I really don't appreciate that, blah, blah, blah. So I lived in my own house, by the way, and he stayed in London, and I was paying for my own house and all that. I didn't have another job. Like, that was my only job other than social media. And he was like, I don't appreciate you. So I was like, okay, fair, that's fine. I won't post the stuff that you're not comfortable with. He was fine with, like, lingerie and stuff, so I done that. And I ended up losing out on a lot of money. And I was like, nah, like, you knew what you were getting into. Yeah. Like, you should be all right with me posting shit. So when I got into my new relationship, Bailey knew that, and Bailey was fine with that. What about if your boyfriend asked if you could have an open relationship? How would you feel about that?
Now, if he said, do you want an open, like, genuinely me, right? Like, right now, because I'm drinking, I'm like, do you know what I would really mean? Like, I would obviously say no, but like, he's free to ask what he wants. No. Right. If my genuine boyfriend went, do you want an open relationship? I think I'd be like, why the fuck are you asking? And do you know what I think I would be like?
What is an actual, like, I know I've just said the question, like, about an open relationship. I don't really know a lot about it. Is it when you could, like, they can, like, go sleep with other people, you can go sleep with other people?
Do you know what? I'm not going to lie. Sorry, we're out of breath, guys. We just fucking monkey
ran up the stairs.
We just climbed up on all fours. I know. But honestly, and I don't want to offend anyone because I'm so open to everyone's like views, right? But I have never understood open relationships.
Neither. I don't understand.
Because I'm like, okay, so you can shag other people, you can do what you want, but please educate me in the comments if you have an open relationship, because I would want to know. But like, if you shag other people and do other things, like, what are you then?
Especially
why are you
like,
in a relationship? Why are you not just like all shagging like other people? Like, why is it classed as a relationship? Like, what differs?
Yeah, like, how is it not just like a situationship?
Yeah. Like, maybe it's because I think I've actually watched a couple of videos before when I was curious. I think they say like say it was me and you in an open relationship, right? It'd be like, I love you so much, I want you to be part of my life, but we can shag other people as long as we tell each other and we agree that it's okay that night.
But why though? Like, if you love that person so much, why can't you just be loyal to that person? And then think about it, like, why would you want, like, say it did like progress and it was a man and woman, or even a woman and woman, man and man, if you were adopting that, like, ended up having kids with them, like, as well, like, if you were going to get married, after you get married you can't do that shit. I'm pretty sure that's like in your marriage files. Like you can't.
But I don't think they get married. I don't know.
No.
But I don't know. But
sorry guys, I don't know a lot about it. That's
neither.
why
Like, I would be so open to learning about that.
Yeah, please teach us.
But like,
I've never met anyone that has
the rules.
Same.
Yeah. I think Matty and Big Brother has an open relationship or something. The guy in Big Brother had. I don't know if I'm 100% though. I know I only watched the half of it, but
what about if he asked you to add another person, like what is it called?
A threesome?
No, not a threesome, not a threesome, Emma. Like a 3-way relationship.
I would just be like, why don't you just be with them? And then if he was like, but I love you too, I'd be like, but not enough. The thing that I learned, right? Sorry. The thing that I learned.
See if you're going to say what I was going to say.
Yeah. If you
love some, if you, no wait, can I say it? I know what you're going to say. If you fall in love with someone else, you didn't love the first person first person enough.
Yeah. So the reason that I know that quote is because that happened to me, and I did that.
Like, you fell in love with someone while you were still in love with someone.
Yeah. So when I was going out with my ex, my first boyfriend, I was so deeply in love with the person who was my second boyfriend, but I loved them before, kind of. But it was like, when I started going out with my first boyfriend, like, I was like, oh, I don't want anyone else. But then when I like got back with the guy that broke my virginity, like, when I started seeing him around and all that, I was like, I'll fucking love you. And people used to say, you can't be in love with two different people, but I was like, I do. And then somebody said to me, if you really, really love the first person enough,
you can't fall in love.
You wouldn't fall in love with someone else.
Yep.
And that really sunk into me, and I went, do you know what?
Shit, I'm not in love with you, pal.
I'm not in love with you, bye.
Yeah, and then you went for the second.
Yeah, who was actually my first love. I do agree, but somebody actually said in our little Instagram thing, like when I said, what is one boundary that you have that other people don't? And they said polyamory, and I think that means that they are open to other people getting in relationships while they are. See, to be honest, I do really, do you know what, right? It sounds mental, but I do actually kind of like the aspect of it. And the way that it's like, obviously we as people have like thought, oh yeah, like let's just have the one person only.
Yeah.
But I do like the aspect of people being open in the way that it's like, do you know what? I don't just want to have sex with you. Like,
really?
I don't like it for me, no. I'm too jealous.
Oh, right, other people. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like,
but I love the honesty.
Person.
I love the honesty. Like, I just don't want to just have sex with you. I want to have sex with everyone. I do really like you. Like, I still want you in my life. Because if they make it like, no, it's only you, and then they shag someone else, they'll be raging. But if they say, I really like you, I want you there, but they're shagging someone else and you're both agreed, I think it's just a way.
Yeah, it's obviously.
Is it a way of cheating? I don't know. Like,
no, it's obviously fine.
Because it's not cheating, because
cheating is when you're doing something behind someone's back and they're not supposed. Like,
yeah, what is your definition of? Obviously, we're going to do a cheating episode. What is your definition of cheating?
It's when they don't know.
My
and it's disrespectful to them.
My definition of cheating is doing anything that you wouldn't do in front of your partner.
Yeah, that is it.
So, like, obviously, like, I know that you wouldn't, but, like, even a conversation that you're having with another person that you wouldn't do in front of your partner, that's cheating. Because why would you not?
I highly agree with that.
Messaging somebody on your phone, you're like, well, I'm not cheating, I'm just messaging them. Would you do it if they were sat watching you? You wouldn't. So that's cheating.
It's so weird, like, see, being with someone and, like, they involve you in their friend group, right? The conversations that, like, I've had with, like, all the boys, including my boyfriend, and how he disagrees with a lot of them is, like, really surprising. And then I always think in my head, like, are you agreeing with these when I'm not there? But he takes it so seriously that they're, like, are quite shocked. They're like, all right, you actually don't agree with this. Yeah. And I'm like, well, thank God that you're not having sneaky conversations behind my back.
Yeah. If you found out your boyfriend behind your back was like, oh, love these bitches, look at her booty, sending girls to the group chat, would you be annoyed?
Yeah.
Would you?
I think so, yeah.
I don't think I would.
Unless it was like, if it was like, oh, look at this bird, she my pal would fucking fancy her or whatever, and then sent it in the group chat and I knew about it. But if I found that, I'd be like, what the actual fuck? Go fucking get her then.
Do you think it would make you insecure?
Defos.
Yeah, see, I think, I would kind of get it though. Like, if me and you were to have a conversation, I wouldn't be thinking about how Kieran would feel about a conversation like me and you had. Do you know what I mean? Like, if me and you were talking, I'd be like, oh yeah, this and that, and like, I wouldn't be thinking, oh, Kieran would be hurt by this conversation, because I would think it would just be between us. Because we're best pals, I'd be like, we'd say shit that if our boyfriends probably heard, they'd be sad about. But we're not saying anything bad. Yeah, but like,
I completely...
they probably say stuff that we would be sad about, but they don't think we'll ever hear it. I think everybody has their little outlets. Yeah,
I feel like, obviously, like, because we are best pals, I tell you quite a lot in my relationships and all the, like, the whole situation about that friend, remember the friend and all that. But I feel like now my relationship's so, like...
calm.
There's nothing even to say about it. Like, we don't even say it now. Yeah. But we did at the beginning, obviously.
Yeah. But that's what I'm thinking, like, I feel like I heard this thing, right? See if you're so good, right? And you're like, I'd never cheat, I'd never flirt, I'd never do anything. And you're like so clean. That's the people who cheat. Because it's like you've got no outlet. If you're so strict and you're like, you're not allowed to do this, you're not allowed to do that, you're not allowed to do this, then you almost feel like you're doing that temptation. Whereas if you allow your boyfriend to do certain things that you know that you maybe do, then it's fine. Like, say for example, if you're out on a night out, right, and a boy says, oh, like, let me get you a drink or something, and then you're like, okay, that's fine, but you don't flirt with him, you just take the drink. And your boyfriend would be fucking fuming if he knew about that. Yeah. You just don't tell him, but like, you're just like, oh, okay, why would I tell him? But then he probably does these things as well that are little outlets. It's like, he's allowed to do these things, like, without you knowing. But if he told you, it would cause an argument. But like, do you know what I mean?
It's weird. Me and Bailey have a very, very, like, spoke about relationship. Like, I've told him, like, I think we were on a night out and a guy bought me a drink at the bar, and I was like, a guy bought me a drink the night or whatever. Like, we are so open. We speak about absolutely everything.
I think that's good.
Like, if, like, literally anything, we'll speak about it.
Yeah, because that's what I would expect. I'd be like, if something happens, like, I tell Kieran that, I'm like, for example, the weekend at the pub there, all these guys came up around, like, literally swarmed me and Holly's tables, like, came around us as a circle. It was just me and Holly sat at high seats. They came around, oh, hi, chatting to us, whatever. But they were older men. They were like, oh, we're married, by the way. I was like, okay, like, we're not trying to get into you. We're just sitting here. That's my seat, by the way. Like, try to be a bit cheeky, but not, like, cheeky, but, like, a bit, like, try to get into it. One of them turned around, oh, by the way, what's your drink? So I just went, Holly, we're not drinking it. Holly's obviously steamer, drank it. I went, we're just not drinking it. It's just like, why are you so calm? Like, because I'll just not drink my drink if they say that shit. But, like, that type of thing. But I told Kieran about that. But, like, I could have not told him. But, like, I told him about it because I'm like, right, this could be a bit, like, guys were round the table. Like, why would I not tell him? Ex used to be like, why tell me this shit? I don't want to know. Yeah,
that's the same as mine. You're just trying to make me jealous. Like, no, I'm fucking not. I'm not trying to make you jealous. I'm trying to tell you, because if somebody else brings it fucking up, it's going to look bad. Yeah. Why have I not mentioned it? Is it because I'm hiding something? You're going to think that.
Do you tell him because you feel guilt, or do you tell him so you don't look bad?
Honestly, this is people are going to be like, she's talking shit, but I'm generally not. Me and my boyfriend are like best pals. Like we just talk about even the weirdest shit that you probably shouldn't even speak about in a relationship. Like we actually tell each other every single thing. Like we were up last night till 3 a.m. talking about so much shit, right? That is like literally why we tell. Like I would tell you, I'd be like, oh, I was there and this happened. Like just general, that's how we talk.
That's
like,
good though. Say if a guy came up to you and was like, you're fucking beautiful, and then you were really drunk and you're like, thank you, like whatever, and he's like, can I buy you a drink? And you're like, yeah. And then you went home and you thought, do you know what, that was a bit out of line, like, just so you're a bit drunk, right?
I would tell him.
You tell him because you felt guilty?
Yeah, probably.
Or would you tell him
because if I'm thinking that's out of line, I would have felt guilty. So yeah, I would tell him.
And you would tell him because you felt guilty?
Yeah, because
see, that's good. That's
yeah,
good.
I would. I'm a very, very guilty person. Like I will feel every single inch of guilt. That's why I can never cheat, because it's not about. Like even if like say I was with someone that I don't even like, right, and we were together and like I was like faking the entire thing, right, and I didn't really actually love them, but I thought I did or whatever, right, and I couldn't cheat because of me, like. It would be because of me. Like I would feel guilty that I've hurt another human being, and that's no me. That's no the type of person I am. Like that would be me. Like I'm disrespecting myself in a sense.
That's really cute.
Is that bad? I've always been like that. Cute. Like it's no just like, oh, because I'm so in love. Like even if I wasn't, I still wouldn't, because I couldn't do that.
That's really cute.
Is it?
Yeah, because that's not me.
You're not like that?
No.
Do you need to be fully in love?
For me, I'm more like, I'm telling you because I don't want to look bad. The way I live my life, I'm like, I'm living for me. Like, because of what's happened to me in the past, I just think like anyone can die at any moment, right? And I just think the only person I've got is me. I don't want to make my life complicated by like causing inconvenience and drama and all that shit. I can't be arsed with it, right? So see if I spoke about you behind your back, right? I wouldn't go, oh, I feel bad. I'm telling her before someone else tells her.
I'm kind of the same though, but like, I don't know, I've kind of like cut a part of myself. I don't know how to explain it, but like, I used to be quite like, oh, like drama, or this and that, and do whatever, and no, like, now I'm just like, it's not even worth speaking about, like, I don't care. Like,
but that's what I'm saying, so, like, I've always been like this, like, since this happened, but I've just thought, why am, like, no, do you know what, even before anything happened to me, even when I was 15, 16, blah, going through a pure toxic relationship, like cheating on my boyfriend, that because he was so toxic to me that my hair out and all that, and I'm actually sitting there thinking, why am I telling you anything? You're a fucking cunt. I never, like, when I cheated on him one time, right, I didn't feel like, oh my god, what have I done? I've just thought, I don't want to look bad, I'm going to tell you. And that is the issue with me. Like, I'm such, like, I live for myself, and the thing is, I'm like, I came into this world on my own, I'll go out on my own, I don't give a fuck. Not to my family because they were there, but to like boyfriends, friends, whatever, I just think, do you know what? Like, you're going to fuck me over by, like, don't need you, didn't have you a year ago, don't need you now.
Yeah, that's me.
And I think that's what the thing is. Like, if I say cheated, I would never cheat on Kieran because I love him too much. That's why I just wouldn't. Like, I love Kieran, why would I cheat on him? Like, but if I did, I wouldn't feel bad.
Yeah, because you've done it for a reason.
I wouldn't tell him, like, oh, by the way, like, I would tell him.
I feel so bad.
But I wouldn't be like, oh my god, it's going to eat me alive if I don't tell him.
I get what you're saying. I feel like I'm both, kind of, like, I feel like I wouldn't do anything because of the guilt, right? But if I did do it, then I would done it because I know I'm not going to feel guilty, because there would be too much thought in my head. I'd be like, if I done this, I'm not talking about cheating, it could be anything, right?
Yeah, like,
and I'm going to feel guilty for that person. I'm not going to fucking do it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to whatever it is, right? But if I did do it, I'm just like even when Josh was talking about in our last episode about that night and they were all calling me cunts, and I was like, I fucking am, because I don't care what you think about me. I'm just going to be like, cool, I did do that, I didn't do that, whatever it is. Like,
that's like, I'm saying, if I cheated on Kieran, I wouldn't tell him because I'd be like, I need to tell him I'm the worst person in the world. I would only tell him because I wouldn't want to look bad. I'd be like, by the way, I did this, like, me and you're over, like, bye, like, type of thing.
Fuck, I cheated on you, so it's over.
I'd be like, I've done this to you because I clearly don't love you enough.
Yeah, that's true.
I wouldn't be like, I need to tell him because I'm so sad I've did that. I wouldn't feel any remorse. I'm a very unremorseful person. But I think it's because I'm like, do you know what, if I wanted to do it, I'm going to do what I want at the time, and then I'll live with the repercussions. I'm not like, oh fuck, why did I do that? Because I know at the time, if I do this, I need to break up with the boy, okay, I'm choosing to do it, okay, then I'll fucking deal with it.
Yeah, it is like a thought process.
Yeah.
I'm exactly the same. It's like, I don't know, my mum and that always say, like you were saying, like, about basically like, empathy for other people, right? But every person I've met says I'm so empathetic, or whatever the word is, and I have so much empathy when it comes to things like that, but my family say I don't.
I don't think you are.
My boyfriends and all that have said that I do, and I'm like, even like Liam and that say I do. I don't know, like
you are a little bit.
I feel like
not.
certain situations I am, but obviously
To
my
me,
mum's like, nah, you don't care.
To me, you're quite like me, like you don't care, but I feel like to some things you do. Like some things you do, because like say if it was like Bailey, I feel like you would actually care and you'd be a bit upset about it.
Yeah.
Whereas if I did that, like I can get rid of that like within a day. But I feel like it would actually eat you up a wee bit.
It would eat me up.
So I feel like you're halfway.
Would you be mad if your boyfriend told you couldn't wear something?
Yeah, I can have anything I want on show and it doesn't matter. I'm not going to sleep around.
Exactly, it's your fucking body.
Like, I might have my boobs out, but it doesn't mean I'm going to fucking fling them in someone's face.
And also, he should be proud of who he's with. If fucking guys are staring at your boobies, he should be like, that's fucking my boobies.
This one guy was like, oh, I can see your red lacy thong. I went, babe, it's because I'm sitting down.
Like,
I'm not going to be sitting down when I'm in the club.
Also, right, I'm not saying this like, oh my god, like, but like, we actually have quite big bums and thighs.
Yeah.
Right? It's very difficult to get skirts that cover that. It's actually so hard.
And do you know what I will say? Right? Like, this fucking irks me. This one guy that I spoke to said, oh, why do you have to, because boys were commenting on my like videos going, tits, all I was looking at, what colour was the blah blah blah, because obviously my boobs were on show, and they were like, why like did you have to wear that revealing top and that, like all these boys are commenting it, and I thought, how is that my fucking fault?
Like, it's not, I didn't ask
like,
to have big,
big
massive jugs.
If I specifically put on a top to show off and get the comments, but if I'm just wearing a vest top because I'm hot on holiday and guys are going, all I'm looking at is the jugs, blah blah blah, and they're going, that's not really nice, they comments. I'm like, how is that my issue? That's not my issue, this is men's issue. Why are they commenting on my boobs? That's because men are weirdos. That's not my fault. I never specifically got my boobs out. I was hot, I had to wear a vest top.
It's like, as well, like, if we posted a video together, right, and we're the same size in clothes, if you got the same bikini as me, even if you sized up a couple size, everyone would be commenting about your boobs, but I am flat as fuck. No one would say shit.
Why is it that you always get branded as a whore if you've got your boobs out?
Literally, we're the same size, we could wear the same top, I would get no comments, you'd be getting called a whore.
I know, like, I literally have boobs, you don't, but we're the same size.
Literally. So people would be like, oh, you're getting them out on purpose.
And I'm not.
Exactly.
I don't agree with that. Like, I get it. See if I'm wearing like a little skimpy top and I'm going, yeah. Mind that time we got the same corset top?
Yeah, literally, you even got 2 sizes bigger, and we were making a TikTok dance, and Emma's boobs were flying up in the air, hitting off her eyeballs, and mine were just flat there.
My boobs were spewing out.
It was so fucking bad.
The guy asked, why are you wearing a slutty top and Ebony's not?
They're the same top.
Okay, so we are really running over late. We're late little bitches, but it's because we're drunk, right? We're not keeping track of the time, and I'm so sorry to whoever's editing this. But
we're editing, bitch.
I know, but like to who's editing, like our back and forth. I'm so sorry for running over, but loads of people asked for advice, but we're going to have to cut one. My boyfriend watched a live sex show when we were in Amsterdam. I don't know how to feel about it. How would you feel if your boyfriend watched a live sex show?
With his pals?
If he went to a holiday, say we all went to Amsterdam, me, you, Bailey, all his friends,
everyone,
right?
Yeah.
And he said, like, me and you were like, we're going to go have drinks, like, we're going to have a content night, like, bye. And he went, okay, bye. And then went to a live sex show. Would you be like,
I'd be raging that we didn't get invited.
I know, I would.
I'd be like, I want to go fucking watch.
Okay, what about if he just went on a lads holiday, but not a lads holiday, right? Like, if he was like, I'm going to city break, you and Emma go, me and you went to Paris.
Yeah.
And then he went to Amsterdam, but he came back and was like, oh, I watched this sex show. Would you be like, what the fuck?
I actually don't think I would.
No?
I don't think so.
Would you be like, why did you want to see someone else getting shagged? I genuinely
Not really though. I actually don't think I'd be bothered about that. It's weird. But like, you're sitting on chairs with a bunch of loads of people. It's different if it was like a strip club.
I think it's intriguing.
Yeah.
Strip club to me is like, no, because you're wanting the girls to approach you and get sexually turned on by the girls. But a sex show, I'm so interested. Like, I would love to watch a sex show.
Same,
Not because I'm like, I'm not sexually attracted to my partner and I want to see other people having sex. It's not because that. I'm just like, I've never seen people having sex in real life in front of me.
Neither.
Like, I might have, but no, like,
that's
just
so weird
random.
that they actually have that in it.
So I would love to see, like, how do you do it? Like, let some tips.
Even if Bailey said that he did watch it, I don't think I'd be bothered. But obviously, if you're bothered and that's bothering you, your feelings matter.
Yeah, like, don't be like,
defo set that boundary and say, you should have asked me. Or
like,
is that toxic? You should have asked me.
No, because...
Would you be... It's not even asked. Would you be okay if this...
I do agree with exactly what you're saying. Like, if me and you're sitting here like, oh, it's fine, like, whatever, like, we would care. Like, we would kind of want to watch it, like, fun. Yeah, but what if you're sitting there like, I would never watch that, why would you watch that? And that's kind of your feeling, like, why the fuck would you do that to me? Say that to them, because if that is crossing a boundary for you, like, just me, because me and Ebony, like, we're best pals. Obviously, you're sitting watching this, we're going to have really similar views. That's why we're best friends. Like, obviously, we've got opposite things, but, like, a lot of the time you might watch this and go, oh, but
why do they feel like that and I feel like this?
But you need to remember, we're two best pals. Like, the reason we're best pals is because we've got a lot of similar views.
Yeah.
Like, so it's not two people's different opinion and you're the odd one out. Like, we are best pals for a reason. We agree with a lot of shit. So we're going to probably have the same opinion. You could ask 100 girls and they might have a different opinion, and me and Ebony would stand by the same opinion. So don't always go with what we say. If it hurts you, say that. Like,
I feel like your feelings, like, if you're feeling a different way, everyone in the world could disagree with you, but if you feel a certain way, that's how you fucking feel. You know the feeling. I've had the feeling where I'm like, I really don't agree with that, but I should agree with that. Yeah. But I don't, and I feel like I don't. I feel sick because you've done that and it's disrespectful. So I would pull them up and be like...
And I've always had
all you can do is just ask them not to do it again, because obviously it's not a set boundary. Yeah. In a relationship, you can't say, I never wanted to see a sex show. Like, surely that wasn't put out, do you know what I mean? So I'd just say, like, I don't think I'd end a relationship over that, but I'd definitely put it out there, like, that's fucking horrible.
If it hurt me enough, I would end the relationship.
Or if you're really like
if I really, really felt insecure and I would never come back from it, I would end it, because
true.
If you can't get over the thought. But I will tell you something, right, and I'm not saying this for everyone, because a lot of guys might go to watch other girls, but I know for a fact, out of a majority of men that I've spoke to, and I've spoke to a lot of men, majority of men I spoke to are like, they're not watching it for that girl, they're watching it for the sex. Yeah. Watching it to get turned on. They're not watching it because they fancy that specific girl. That's why I disagree with OnlyFans, because you're choosing a specific girl. Porn, not so much, because I'm like...
Usually they just find the most randomest
video. The first video comes up, they're horny, and watch it. If you're subscribing to that specific girl, it means you've got a crush on that specific girl. Whereas, like, porn, it's like... I mean, they might watch a specific porn star, I don't know, but it's not really the same. And that's why with a sex show, it's like, he's not went to that sex show to watch that girl and be turned on by that girl and he's in love with that girl. He's just watched it because he's horny, or he's watched it to be intrigued. And I would watch a sex show.
I would watch it to be intrigued.
I'd probably get horny, but
I probably wouldn't. I don't think that would turn me on, to be honest.
Watching, well, it depends the vibe.
Yeah, if I was mad with it, probably.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh god.
Me and Ed are horny.
We'd be like, toilet break. No, that's so bad, cut that. So guys, that was our episode today. That was
our episode. Sorry if you asked for advice and we didn't answer. It's because we're literally going to pee ourselves
and we're
very drunk. Maybe we didn't come across it. Also, if you watched to this end, what?
If you watched to the end of this video on YouTube, make sure you comment
a ribbon.
Oh, ribbon, yeah.
The pink bow.
The pink bow, same as my hair.
Pink bow. Oh, that's cute. And if you're listening on Spotify, I am so sorry that you can't see our sexy little hoary faces. But I forgot what I was saying. So I'm devised. If you're listening on Spotify, give us a 5 stars, and we're so sorry that we didn't upload the episode in time. You're not forgotten about. It was just Ebony's fault.
You were forgotten about.
No, it was Ebony's fault. Bye. Subscribe or you get 10 years bad luck. We didn't make the rules, but if you don't subscribe, you get 10 years of bad luck. And honestly, you don't want to.
Bye.
Bye.